Hello world! This video is a brief introduction to myself, this channel and my latest project, which is called the Universal Upgrade. I try to keep this video very brief because it's just an introduction, so you will probably have many questions. Just ask them and I will answer them in later videos. First of all, who am I? I am Radivis. That stands for Radical Visionary. Radivis is not my real name. My real name is Michael Renka. I am from Germany. I studied mathematics. I describe myself as constructive philosophical futurist. Constructive means that I actually try to improve things rather than criticizing them, saying this is bad or forget that idea, that won't work anyway. I rather want to propose alternatives and say here's my idea. Maybe it will work out. Let's discuss it. Let's try it out. As philosophical futurist, I'm not so much interested in actually predicting the future, as is done in future studies, but rather, well, to analyze how the events that are probably going to happen in the future will influence how we live, what we do, and even who we are. I also want to find out how a positive future would look like and how to get there. That's not easy, but I try. Slightly connected to that angle is the fact that I'm a member of the internet community Zero State. Zero State is a community that tries to establish some kind of virtual nation. The core motto of Zero State is the same as that of the Wave movement. It's positive social change through technology. There is an example for that, for social change through technology, and that is the reputation economy system that I have developed. It's called Quantified Prestige, and it's a system that is supposed to complement the current monetary system. It's based on a network in which users can give each other esteem points, and how many esteem points a user gets from other users determines his prestige index. A high prestige index is of course better than a low one, and it has other benefits, but I don't want to go into details here. Let's rather jump to why I started this channel. It's mainly because a friend of mine, Kania Sunsu, recently started making YouTube videos, and I just found that fact inspiring. I think not enough people do that. Yeah. So thank you, Kania, for inspiring me to do these videos. Another reason for making these videos is just to experiment with the format. It's a bit hard for me to write. Perhaps it will be a little bit easier to make such videos. I'm not sure, but I can try. My plan is that these videos will complement the blog that I have already established on radivis.com. I guess the point of these videos is that I explain my ideas and thoughts briefly, while I explain them more in detail in the blog. Now let's come to my current project, the Universal Upgrade. It's basically a book with the same title, the Universal Upgrade, and it's about a concept that is called the Universal Upgrade. So what is the Universal Upgrade about? It's basically an alternative for the concept of the technological singularity. The technological singularity is a concept that has been popularized by futurist Ray Kurzweil. The technological singularity is supposed to be an event in time in the future, at which there will be some entity, either an upgraded human or an artificial intelligence, that has reached a level of intelligence that is significantly above the level of intelligence of any human, there are a few problems with the idea of the technological singularity. First of all, it focuses on a single event in time. Before that event, everything is more or less normal, like we know it now. And after that event, in the future, things will become really crazy and basically unpredictable. The problem with that view is that there is a time after the singularity and we seemingly can't say anything about it, because there will be these super intelligent beings and they will behave in very strange ways that we can't comprehend. My stance is that this is bad thinking. It stops us from thinking deeply about what could happen in a far future. Another problem with the term technological singularity is that there have been many different definitions of that event, and that causes a lot of confusion. Due to this confusion, the term technological singularity has been muddled with some kind of spiritual thinking that the singularity will basically solve all our problems. I don't think that's a realistic view. So what is the alternative that I propose? It's using the term the universal upgrade. It's a rather specific alternative because it doesn't represent a single event in time, but rather an interval in time. And we are actually currently in this interval. Basically, the universal upgrade is about upgrading everything, almost everything, especially upgrading our capabilities. There is one capability that is very interesting and that I use as definition of the starting point of the universal upgrade. It's a development of brain-to-brain interfaces that allow people to send signals to others while their own minds. This may be the basis for future telepathic and empathic networks. Essentially, we will be able to share our thoughts and feelings directly just by thinking about them and thinking that we want to send them to certain persons or certain groups of persons, or just uploading them somewhere on the web. This telepathic and empathic capability is interesting because it is enabled by internal technology, not external technology that we use as tools outside of ourselves, but rather inside ourselves, inside our brains. So I see the development of brain-to-brain interfaces as a milestone in our evolution. The endpoint of the universal upgrade is a state in which the world has basically become saturated by intelligence. There will be intelligence embedded in everything. In humans, in machines, in animals, in the environment, everywhere. This saturation of the planet with intelligence, be it artificial or natural, will require, of course, very advanced technologies that are made possible with atomically precise manufacturing, for example, and very advanced artificial intelligence technologies. So after that point, the universal upgrade will be completed. We will live in a world that is very different from the world we currently know. But I think we can still say some things that are probably characteristic for that advanced state of the world. But I am not really saying that the universal upgrade will happen, that it will be completed. It's just a kind of scenario. It's a more or less positive scenario in the sense that humanity will survive in some form or another. It's basically a scenario in which mankind will have upgraded itself with the help of its tools, its artificial intelligence it will have created. The universal upgrade is a positive but I think still more or less realistic or realizable scenario. It should also serve as some kind of vision that we can work towards. And humanity really needs some kind of positive vision, because currently it doesn't really have one, and that's a big problem. Well, mankind has religious visions, but they are not really based in reality as we know it. We are facing very real and very great challenges and problems that we should solve, because otherwise we will be in a very bad situation. Our civilization could collapse. But to prevent this collapse and to aspire towards a positive future means that we should have an idea where we are actually going, so that this vision that we have of the future actually helps us to motivate us to solve all the great challenges and problems that we face. And that's basically what it's all about. And with this, this is the end of the video, and I will explain the universal upgrade more in detail in future videos. Thanks for watching and enduring the relatively bad quality of this video. I think I will make better videos in the future, so you might want to subscribe if you want. If not, that's completely understandable. Goodbye.